Okay.
How you been coping, son?
I'm halfway from digging the big hole for the whole family. I think the wife first.
Yeah, and they driving you mad.
And then all the children drive me mad.
So how do you keep your fitness?
They're probably thinking the same about me. They want to kill me.
Yeah, they want to. How do you keep your fitness up?
I rode 2 horses this morning.
Yeah.
One I ate, one just now. I do an hour in the gym. I'm not too bad. I'm just around 9 stone, so I'm not far from my fighting weight, about 4 or 5 pounds over, but that'll come up as soon as we start. Good news yesterday, well, it sounds, obviously the government said 1st of June, we can start sport behind closed doors, so everybody's working really hard to start on the 1st,
Yeah, have the stables been open then? So the horses you've been able to ride the horses?
We haven't missed a beat. The horses still have to come out, they still have to be fed, they still have to be exercised. And luckily, when you're on a horse, you're 3 meters apart. So we never had any difficulty social. Apart from, we can't go to the tack room anymore. We have to stay in our own cars and things like that. But nothing's changed much in the stable. But another good thing as well is it gave us a purpose. 4 times a week I've been going in the mornings, and we, I know all these things been bad, but the weather's been fantastic. So it's been a pleasure going and riding in the mornings.
What about the horses then? Can they be overridden? Can they be that? Because obviously that 2 months ago they was getting the fitness up. Can they be overfit, or they get lazy, or every horse different?
We a bit like the footballers. We, once this lockdown started, we didn't know the end of it. Some horses we slowed down on the training because they were getting too fit too soon. But in general, they. You keep that fitness at at 80%, and then
so you can tell.
And then when you get near the target, then you crank up a bit, and a bit like you guys were used to train, before like pre-season. Then once you get to near the good stuff, then you train a bit more.
What? Maybe a silly question, maybe a good question. Do the horses get weighed?
They do get weighed. They get weighed. Just to give us an idea, what their best weight is coming into a race. So I just say when horse wins a big race, we generally gets weighed before and after, and then they'll kind of give you a template to figure out next time he runs to try to keep it at the same weight.
Yeah. Why is that on the race card then? Why don't the punters know what weight the horse is going in? Is that?
They do it. They do it in Japan. They do it in Hong Kong. I mean, the problem is the point about England, we are not central. I mean, we got 50 race courses around the place. Yeah, it's very hard to keep a track of stables it could be done, but I think the logistics at the moment are too difficult.
Yeah, I understand that. I understand that. So when racing comes back. When racing comes back, will there be more horses in more races? Will that how it will work? It'll be like a bigger field because there hasn't been any racing.
They started in France on Monday, and they have 10 to 11 races per day. So nothing's been finalized yet, but there is, when you think about it, there is only Newmarket alone we got 3,500 horses. So it's not going to be. It's going to be they kind of they try to get a north, middle, and south race course to cater all 3 divisions of the country. But look, everybody is eager to go, and I've seen that the jockeys in Germany and France, they are riding with a mask.
Yeah, I see that. I see that in France. Yeah.
Probably we'll have to do the same, and let's.
Well, not if you're in front. If you're in the front, don't wear a mask. I mean, just keep going, Frankie. Keep going. You won't need to wear a mask. How many times can a race, or once you've had a race, like a good horse has a race, how long does he have to have off before he can race again?
Well, I would say in general, in general, most of the good ones, they race every 6 weeks.
Yeah.
The not so good ones, they probably race every 3 weeks. Well, they kind of, because the good ones, they're so more valuable, they try to look after.
Is that more on sprint horse? I mean, is it a sprint horse? Are they the better ones? Are they the most valuable, the sprinters, do you think?
I think the sprinters can take racing a lot more because they got a lot short. You know, I mean, the difficult ones, there's the long distance horses, because obviously they have to run over 2 miles, and you know, it's a lot of mileage there. But the sprinters can almost run every week. So because I mean, their consuming of energy is small, you know.
Yeah. And with your diary, when you how far in advance do you know what horses you're riding?
Well, basically, I got my own business. At the moment, I'm working for John Gosden, and we make horse entries about 5 days before. Yeah. And then we have a look who's entered in the race, and then we have options, and then we'd have to declare 48 hours before the final declaration. So I got a pretty good idea 5 days before, but the actual declaration time is 48 hours. So 2 days before, I know exactly where I'm going and what I'm riding.
Right, I'm going to ask you a few favourites, right? A few of your favourites. Best horse you've ever ridden?
Oh, good one. I would say Golden Horn and Dubai Millennium.
Oh, yeah, Golden Horn, Frankie. Golden Horn. Yeah, you bought my barbecue furniture that day.
Is that all?
Your favourite race course?
Ascot, obviously.
Ascot. Your favourite distance? Your favourite distance race? What's your favourite distance?
A mile and a half. All the King George's, the Dart. Yes, I like not the very long ones, not the short ones. I like the classic ones.
The technical ones. We have to use your brain a bit, yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Oh, come on, Frankie. Your brain.
But this big.
What is your favourite? Yeah. What's your favourite football team?
Arsenal in England and Juventus in Italy.
Don't
start.
Why Arsenal?
Why Arsenal? Because when I first came in England in the late 80s, Arsenal was the best team. And a fellow jockey called Willie Ryan, who was a big Arsenal supporter, he took me to Highbury. And it was in the old days when you stood in the terraces. And,
brilliant.
And what an amazing team we had. And then this before the Italian players came to England, so Arsenal stuck.
Yeah. So if you can have any food you want, you're not on a diet, you're out of season, what's your favourite meal?
Italian, obviously, a nice plate of pasta.
What do you eat during the week now? When you're riding, what do you eat?
Protein mostly, fish and chicken. Yeah. Stick on protein.
Favorite drink?
Favorite drink, white in the summer, red in the winter.
Oh, good man, good. And what's your favourite weather to ride in? Do you don't like too hot, too cold, rain?
I like it hot. I'm Italian.
Italiano, eh? Italiano.
When all the English and Irish are sweating in the summer, I just come to my form. So I love it. I was born in it.
Brilliant. And the final question I'm going to ask you. What's your worst injury you've had? I remember you told me about an injury you had.
Right. I mean, I broke 10 bones in my body, collarbones, ribs, ankle, and elbows. But piles. Piles. What occupation hazard? Occupation hazard. Being a jockey to have piles. So I was in South Africa, and I was meant to ride this big race, and everybody's couldn't wait for me to arrive to South Africa, and I ride in South Africa. I was there a couple of days, and I started having piles, and so I had to tell people quietly, so listen, I don't think I can ride this weekend. Why not? I've got a bit of a problem. And eventually they kept asking, what is your problem? I said, I've got piles. So then they're called the best pile doctor in South Africa. They got this guy out of retirement. And so he came to my room, right? He locked the door, he swallowed the key, and we spent about half an hour chasing each other around the bedroom. He was trying to make an examination. Hey, the worst thing. Then I had to fly back to England with one of them rings, sitting on them rings. Yeah, terrible, mate. I won't wish it to any of my worst enemy.
Brilliant, man. Well, Frankie, thanks for talking to me, mate.
I'll see you at the races.
I'll see you at the races. What?
You always like to come to Epsom, don't you?
I'll be at Epsom. Don't worry about that. Yeah, I'll see you there. I'll give you a shout beforehand.
Okay, Razor. Big kiss.
Cheers, pal. Love you. Cheers, Frankie.
Bye-bye.
Bye, pal. Bye.